Salut tout le monde, moi c'est Marc et bienvenue. Welcome to another episode of Walk, Talk and Learn French. Now, do you ever get mixed up between meilleur and mieux? Or do you sometimes wonder how to translate better or best into French? Well, this episode is for you. As usual, we're on the streets of Paris, so let's find out a little more about our example from there. Okay, this particular sign is looking at comparatives and superlatives. In this case, we're talking about le meilleur biscuit apéritif sur terre, the best apéritif biscuit on earth. Now, of course, there are other apéritif biscuits, I'm sure, but this one claims to be the best on earth, and it uses le meilleur, le meilleur. Now, meilleur can mean better, but when it's le meilleur, it means the best. Let's go back to the studio and find out a little bit more about the word meilleur. What a great topic. Indeed, we could say it's the best topic, le meilleur. Okay, let's take a closer look at the word meilleur. It's a word that's used for comparisons, when we're comparing things with each other. And if we go to English first of all, then we can think about good, better and best. So we can't say gooder, we have to say better. The word changes, and the same happens, or something similar happens, in French. Because in French we have bon, meilleur and le meilleur for good, better and best. I think it would help if we look at some examples. So let's go back to our biscuit, our biscuit. Mon biscuit est bon. So my biscuit is good. We've got our adjective there, bon. Mon biscuit est bon. Ton biscuit est meilleur. Your biscuit is better. And again, meilleur is an adjective. So it's describing the biscuit. Mon biscuit est bon. Ton biscuit est meilleur. Mais le biscuit de ma sœur est le meilleur. So here, we're saying the biscuit of my sister's biscuit, is the best, le meilleur. So to make the best, we add the definite article, le meilleur. So let's think about this one more time. Mon biscuit est bon, ton biscuit est meilleur, le biscuit de ma sœur est le meilleur. My sister's biscuit is the best. Now, all of these words that we've looked at so far, bon, meilleur, and le meilleur, are adjectives. That means they're describing a noun, in this case, le biscuit. But what do we remember about French adjectives? That's right, they need to agree in gender and number with the thing that they're describing. So, if we're talking about a feminine thing, then we need to add an E to that word, meilleur. So let's take an example using a feminine thing. Let's talk about la tarte, okay? La tarte, the tart or the cake. La tarte de ma mère est bonne. My mother's cake is good. Ta tarte est meilleure. Now look at the spelling there of meilleur. Ta tarte est meilleure. Your cake is better. Mais ma tarte est la meilleure. But my cake is the best. So this time we've had to say la meilleure. And again with the extra E on the end of meilleur. So there are four forms of meilleur. We've got the masculine form, which has no extra things on the end. We've got the feminine form, meilleur, with an E on the end. The masculine plural, meilleur, with an S on the end. And the feminine plural, meilleur, with an ES on the end. So we can see le meilleur biscuit apéritif sur terre. Biscuit is masculine, therefore we use the masculine form, le meilleur biscuit apéritif sur terre, the best apéritif biscuit on earth. We now know how to translate better or best into French using meilleur or le meilleur. However, there's something else that we do need to mention here, and that is the fact that in English, better or best can either be used to qualify or describe a noun or a verb. For example, you play the clarinet better than me. Now there we're not talking about the clarinet, we're not talking about a biscuit or a tart, we're talking about play. You play better than I do. So that better there is not qualifying
a noun, it's qualifying a verb. And in French, we can't use meilleur in this situation. And that's where our other word for better and best comes in. And I'm sure you're familiar with that word. It's mieux. Mieux. So we have meilleur for adjectives and mieux for verbs. If you like to think of it in a different way, bon becomes meilleur and bien becomes mieux. So mieux is the comparative form of bien and meilleur is the comparative form of bon. I hope that makes sense. Let's look at an example then of mieux. Let's stick with the clarinet idea and we could say Patrick joue bien. Patrick plays well. Louise joue mieux. Louise plays better. Mais tu joues le mieux. But you play the best. So there we have bien, mieux, and le mieux. Okay, so there we have better, translated by mieux, or best, translated by le mieux, when we're talking about a verb. So mieux and le mieux are adverbs. Remember that when we're talking about a noun, we use adjectives, and therefore we would use meilleur in all its forms, and le meilleur again in all its forms. I hope that helps you understand how you use mieux and meilleur.
Et voilà, c'est tout pour cet épisode. If you'd like more Walk, Talk and Learn from Coffee Break Languages, then make sure you subscribe to our channel. Merci beaucoup et à la prochaine. Salut!